a record of the delightful piece they're going to play this evening.
What's your band's name?
Mental Breakdown, aka MBD.
How'd you guys start? What's your whole backstory?
Well,
He started it before I did.
yeah. Let's see. If it wasn't for me and the bass player Andy, who's not here right now, didn't go to summer school, none of this would start. He actually had a side project with our ex-guitar player Keegan, and I was starting something out with this guy named Pop Tart and Ruben, which Corky Slam, and then from there, we just decided to put both bands together, and from there, yeah.
When you
Then-
start,
Wait.
Huh?
Then later on, Keegan called me to come in,
Yeah,
and I started off his bass, and then got switched to drums when Pop Tart wasn't showing up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, he left the band, and then from there we just made it a 5-piece, and don't forget the banjo.
Oh yeah, had a banjo.
Andy was on banjo for a while. But I don't know how the hell that was in there. And
okay,
then-
when you first started playing shows, how was the scene back then?
it was bigger and better.
Yeah. A lot more people in it,
People were more into it.
especially because Joe's Garage,
Yeah.
since they were around, like all their friends and stuff would always come out to shows, and then since we knew them and we got on a few shows with them, that's pretty much where like our first.
Our first gig was
Hoagies?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was Hoagies. May 16th. I remember.
The PSA
Yeah.
and for Chopsy's birthday, right?
Yeah. The birthday bash.
Talk about the church days. How were those? How would you describe that?
Those days were so easy because the church was literally like 5 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
And getting equipment there was like a piece of cake.
Yeah, and
We-
then like all the bands would come out. It was small, everyone would go, and it was cheap. Plus, it was over the summer, so you could put on shows like whenever you wanted, and everyone would come out.
And were you at the Riot show?
Yeah, we played that one.
I was so bummed out after that.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, what was your reaction to seeing all the
I
plywood?
was just like,
you know?
damn.
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
I heard what happened, like how, people were getting screwed over or some stuff like that, but still, it kind
Yeah.
of sucked that a place that was right down the street where shows were getting so good, especially for local bands, it was like all gone after that. So.
Yeah, the place was hot as hell. That's what I remember too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Describe the Hoagies days. Like, I know you're really big involved in that. Like, how do you think you affected the scene at the Hoagies era?
I don't think we did much for the Hoagies
No.
because we were.
How about Hoagies as itself?
Oh,
That was pretty cool.
yeah. Just
Kind of like the church. Like a lot of people would come out to shows over there.
it was like a gig every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
I can remember. Either Joe's Garage, the Boogers, or like PSA too.
It's pretty expensive though, like
Yeah.
$10, and there was always a promoter. So.
But they had good bands there, like Anti-Nora League, DI. I
Dr.
remember-
No.
Yeah, Dr. No.
Yeah.
I was there. It was the first time I met Matt Hazard and all those guys.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on pay to play venues?
We used to do that, and we still do it once in a while, but not really down with it anymore. Shows in backyards now, and
Yeah.
other venues that actually treat the bands with respect. Those are a lot more fun to play at, a lot less stressful. So I don't know. You're the one that deals with all the.
Yeah, I don't know.
Promoters and stuff.
I really just book and play. I don't just take care of the pre-sale and make sure everything's settled.
How would you describe the Riffhouse days, like in that venue in general?
I like it.
Is it
Yeah,
fun?
I still think that venue still kicks ass till this day.
Yeah, I think at first it had like a bad reputation. Well, I mean, a lot of bands played there
Yeah.
at first, and then a lot of people started getting sick of it. But I think the promoter, the guy who runs it, he knows what's up now. And
Mike.
Yeah, he's pretty
Mike-
cool with a lot of the
Mike and
bands.
Jim.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
I used to book shows there all the time.
I
Like,
still do.
yeah, well, not as much, but before, it used to be shows there like at least
Once a month.
Once a month with Spitwad and
All
Coy,
the Santa Ana and
Santa
Anaheim
Ana,
bands.
Anaheim, Orange bands.
Yeah.
Guys,
And even though, what would be your opinions about the Nazi skinhead like security guards not letting people mosh and
Oh really? I heard they were just regular skinheads, like
Yeah.
traditional skinheads. We were like
We were
pretty
chill with the
them
security guards.
for a while.
It's
I didn't
better.
like them at first, but then they actually like talked to us after the shows and stuff. But then I heard they started like fighting people, and a lot of our fans didn't like them, so that was getting kind of annoying. You know.
I don't even know what was going on.
and you've been around for
Almost 4 years.
4
Yeah,
years?
4 years this November.
Yeah.
Throughout those 4 years, how's the scene changed? Like
It's
people wise, music wise, what do you think?
honestly,
A lot of people got out of it.
yeah, it's been going down, but slowly it's been coming back up with all those young kids getting into the music too, and you know.
Power violence. It's
True.
really taken off, like ACHDC and like, you know, it seems like everyone's going towards that direction, you know.
So you're saying like punk is dying pretty much?
Well, like the traditional old school 80s hardcore kind of sound is dying. You know, there's still some of it around, but everyone's trying to sound harder and stuff. And I mean, it's cool that there's a big scene of that going on now, but at the same time, kind of sucks when you're trying to do this,
Yeah.
you know, old school style and no one's really into it.
Like I've always wondered how like musicians feel when they're like playing their hardest and nobody's caring. Like
Yeah.
what are you thinking at that point?
It sucks. It's like you're a radio or something.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah.
there to play and
Like,
It's
You
a
know.
bummer, but you always got to get back up and you know,
Yeah.
try again, find your crowd. You know.
yeah.
there's always gonna be that one show that's not gonna be good, but then hopefully the next one will be.
Yeah,
better.
we've come back from really bad shows, and then
Yeah.
like a month later we'll do a show at the Ref House usually, and those shows would get pretty good. With all the
Yeah.
kids from Santa Ana coming out, so.
I gotta say the best is the Galaxy, or now the Observatory.
Yeah. Like I remember those old days at the Galaxy when it was early when they just opened up.
Yeah.
Like you played a couple of those shows. How was that experience to you?
That was badass. Those shows are.
At first it was just crazy,
Yeah.
like knowing you're playing that show because you felt like a rock star. Like,
Yeah.
Such a big place.
Yeah, I was so scared to play there first time.
Yeah, I think the best show by far we've ever played has got to be Fear and DI over there
Yeah,
at the Galaxy.
that was fun.
In Indiana. Like, what's your thoughts on like fastcore or grindcore?
I love it.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but you know, it's what's up now. So
I
mean,
fucking love it.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody has a
way to go.
Fucking soft fun.
do you like Adventure Time?
Yeah, I love Adventure Time.
Name one song. Name one like little rap song or like song.
What?
Name one song from Adventure Time.
I only like the theme song and the song we play in the
Um,
end. And probably like the death battle, like when
Oh, Billy.
the death like ah.
Um,
That's pretty sick.
So, over the last like year, we found out that like venues have been going down and shutting down, and house shows are becoming more popular, and a lot of people are like flocking to them.
Yeah.
What's your opinions on house shows and how like are they influencing the scene?
I love backyard gigs because it's like you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like
Yeah.
there's no rules. Kids just be like
Everyone's allowed to drink, even though we're not
True.
into that. But,
Everything,
you know,
just
everyone else who like if there's booze involved, like people will show up and.
Yeah. And venues going down. It's it kind of sucks because like it's not really that much other places to play now. It's probably like a couple of venues are still around here and there, but
Backyard shows are fun.
Yeah.
House shows are fun.
Yeah, it seems like they're taking over because nobody else can get a venue going.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like the setup of the venue, like having a stage for people like jump off of and stuff and like pile-ups and stuff. But I mean, you can do that at houses. It's just not as like.
It's
I don't know.
crazier in a sense.
Yeah, it is. It's crazier. But at the same time, it kind of sucks for the person who has the house, who's like putting on the show. They got to worry about everyone who's
yeah.
making
And
stuff.
the
And
thing about it sucks too is that like the show can end in like
Yeah, when the cops show up,
Flash.
it's done.
Yeah.
But I guess some venues have that problem too.
Yeah. Like hardcore
So-
industries.
Yeah.
We talk about like how cops always interfere with our shit, and
Mhm.
maybe talk about that a little bit. See, what do you think about that?
Yeah. We never really had like a huge problem with cops,
Nah, not really.
but like whenever they shut it down, there's nothing you can really do. Like kids get mad and like you can go like rebel and stuff, but really in the end,
Like that one riot up there in LA, the Key Club. I
yeah,
think.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
But,
Just
you know,
someone
the show's
escaped.
not gonna go back on because you made them like put a dent in their car or
Yeah,
something like
there's-
that.
What are some of the craziest moments you had at your shows?
What?
The craziest moments, like craziest events, falls, fights, spills.
Craziest moments I think has got to be.
The only one I can really think of, it was not that crazy, but when we played that house show in Huntington with Panzer,
Oh man.
and just the crowd was going crazy, and like every 5 seconds you got a mic in your face.
Yeah, yeah.
From
Also
the crowd hitting the stand.
the first show we played at Hardcore Industries here in down when we went to Costa Mesa.
Oh yeah.
It got
That got
with
pretty good
music.
reaction.
It got really crazy because I remember playing and then some girl just like somebody pushes towards me and she like hits me and then I hit the half stack, and I'm
And
like
it
I'm
fell
trying
over.
and it like tips over and I'm like, oh shit.
So you're trying to
I'm trying to keep it up and like trying to like get back into the song. It
You
was
know,
pretty
it's
cool.
really gone that crazy for us and like like busted up a venue for us or anything like that.
Yeah.
So.
So
Right.
far, I think crazy things just like the pits and stuff. Like,
kids.
they got way better since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys have any like what's your craziest injuries during like a show?
Oh, broke my nose.
Broke your nose?
Yeah.
What show?
It was I think Just Garage at Hoagie's. Can't remember which one it was, but I remember just in the pit and it just he was there.
Like while we were playing or like just
No,
in
just
watching.
like you're moshing, you're having fun,
Yeah.
like, and something happens.
Oh, and fucking
like-
in that case, Slayer, dude.
Or, like mostly for like local like hoagies and like all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I said DI. Is it like Joe's Garage played that show? I think,
Mhm.
but it was at Hoagie's, and then I just got hit in the nose and had a bloody nose for a little bit, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's
Yeah.
been a couple shows, not local, but like at the Galaxy, where like someone stage dives and like they fall straight down on your head because you have no idea where they came from, and then
Yeah,
you're
you
just
break
like
your
out of
lip.
it for a sec.
What's your opinion on stage drivers who jump in with feet first?
Oh, I mean, like it's cool to see and stuff. Like you have to feel bad for the people who get stomped on like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Although they got balls
yeah.
for doing
Yeah,
that.
come down on the wrong person. Like that might be
Mhm.
the last time you do that. So.
How do you think
Don't they call that head walking or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
how do you think throughout the years Nazis or like the skinheads, like how they were at the shows, like
I don't know. I always get bummed out when I see them there, cause like, you know, a lot of people are against them, but then again, you know, you see a lot of people who are like friends with them and stuff, and you're just like, oh, what are you doing, man? You know, I don't like seeing them around, and they're not gonna go away, cause that's just the way it's always been apparently. So. Yeah. It's not going away, but
yeah, it seems like they always come to almost every show that involves DI. Or,
yeah, that's just a bummer. And then like all the little kids that you see, like the younger Nazis, you'll see them at some shows. Like, apparently there was some at that Junkyard show. I heard. I don't really know, but you know they don't go full out. You know they dress up and cover up all the swastikas and stuff. But
back in the Hoagies days, a lot of bands from the '80s tried to revive themselves and start playing shows with all the young kids. Like, what do you think of that?
That was cool. That was
Yeah.
that was pretty sick. You know.
Like bands like DI and all that. DI.
Yeah, like seeing like really big bands play with like really really small local bands. You know, it helps us out a lot too.
yeah, definitely.
Gets us more out there and stuff. And
Yeah, because so many kids are coming back to see them, because they, you know, listen to them, and then when they hear that they're playing, they'll go see them, and then if you're on that bill, then that's a lot of coverage right there, or gets your name out there.
yeah.
back in like 2008, 2009 ish, what do you think the mindset of all the like punk kids were when they like their mindset and like what they thought of music and like what they thought when they went to shows like?
I'm guessing they're like pretty rebellious and like just just want to have fun, like every other kid who goes to shows and stuff.
I think some kids were like really into the fashion part of it. Like,
Yeah.
Dress all out, and they just wanted to look the part. And probably a lot of them were into the music too. But that was, you can tell some of those kids it was just a phase, and those are the kids who have left.
Yeah.
And stuff. But the kids who are really into it and stuff, some people just want to fight.
There's ones that just like want to party too.
Yeah, everyone's got their own thing.
Yeah.
But the music's still around, and a lot of the kids are still around.
So, from 2008 to now, that's like 4 or 5 years. The scene has changed a whole lot. What do you think the scene is going to be like in 5 to 10 years? Is it going to still be alive? Is there?
Yeah, I think it's still gonna be alive because there's always gonna be those new kids who get into the music and start going to shows, and who knows, we might still be around.
Yeah, it seems like there's like a high point and a low point of everything.
Yeah, just
in a few years might go down and come back up. But definitely it seems like the music, like the trend is like whatever's faster, whatever's harder. But I don't know how you could get much faster and harder than it is now. So.
What do you think about like 13, 14-year-olds like coming to shows, like getting the experience for the first time, and us like we've been around for like a long time, and it's like, what do you think of that? Like
it's cool because there's like make more of us now, like it's a bigger crowd and stuff.
Does it give like hope that it's gonna stay alive for a little while?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they can get their friends into it, and their friends can get their other friends, and
especially if like
expands.
If they're coming to shows and they actually like their first experience, if they don't like it, then they're not gonna come back. So, but I mean, right now it's pretty big with the power violence stuff. So if they're coming and seeing that stuff, then that's what's gonna carry on.
That's what they're gonna get into.
Yeah.
Mostly. Last question. What was your favorite local band ever?
Oh damn.
Dren Crumbs. It's my favorite local band.
Dren Crumbs.
With Jeremy Lopez, Jason, Eddie, and Jeff from Media Blitz.
What about you?
For me, like when I first got into it, it was Joe's Garage and PSA and that whole group of kids, and then there was this one band called Spitwad from Orange or Santa Ana, that kind of area, and I was really into them for a while. But now my favorite is the Fucktards. They're probably my favorite now, but they haven't been around for that long, so. Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
This is God.